Hey guys, so today we're gonna do something a little different and hopefully not something that I have to do often because I hate this part. So I'm getting this message very often now, and there's only so much procrastinating I can do when it comes to souls. I'm just pretty much at max there. I can no longer keep clearing the lower grade souls, and I just have to start clearing my inventory. So this is what happens when you combine a procrastinator with a hoarder. And today our main goal is to cut down on some of these souls, just too many souls. I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna do it, and definitely not the best way, but you know, to save my own sanity, there's just no way I can go through them one at a time. And this is really getting in my way now because I can no longer use the auto function and, you know, claim all the mails function. It's very inconvenient, so I just have to do this. And this is not likely something you will ever have to do in your life in OMG, because this is an accumulation of about 3 years of slacking off, so to speak. So let's start with the first step and a couple of disclaimers. If you're just starting out, you won't have this problem. So only watch this for entertainment and education purposes only. Do not follow what I'm doing. But hopefully by the end of this video, you will have a better understanding of what are considered good souls and what are something that you can just safely throw away. Now I'm gonna try and summarize what we're doing here. Basically, you want to throw away all the souls that you know you won't need. And first we're gonna start with all the lower grade souls. Depending on where you are in the game, you might still need to use the grade 4 souls, but eventually you're gonna throw away everything from grade 1 to grade 5. And that's what we're gonna do. And here's the setting for my Gluttony Ghoul. This setting is gonna help you abandon a lot of the low grade souls. So if you think you're ready to stop using grade 4 souls or grade 5, then this is a pretty good setting for you to help you clear out your space quicker. Now, on to the next step. Now that we've cleared out all the low grade souls, I'm actually going to mark all the grade 6 souls that I want to organize as feed. That will actually make it easier for us to organize using the tool that the game gave us. Our next step is going to be choosing all the demon encounter souls, which are more desirable in some ways, and they're also harder to obtain because you can only get them on selected days. And I'm also going to pick out some of the souls you can get from the Fallen Sun. So we're giving special treatment to these demon encounter bosses and even the Fallen Sun souls is because they tend to be more rare, meaning that you can't really easily farm them as quickly as the other souls that you get from the game, which is why it's better to manually pick them and make sure that you don't miss out on any good souls. And the thing that you want to look out for when it comes to demon encounter souls is fixed stat. You want to make sure the fixed stat matches with the function of the demon soul. Say Autokudo, you usually like to put Autokudo on a DPS unit, so ideally you want to have fixed stat that has either attack bonus or critical rate bonus. So when you're looking at demon encounter boss souls, besides the regular main stats and the other substats that it contains, you want to account for the fixed stats. And let me show you an example. So this is a pretty good demon encounter soul. Its main stat is speed, and then its substat is attack bonus and critical rate. And on top of that, its fixed stat is also critical rate. So this would be a really good soul for a DPS unit. Now, next step, we're gonna sort out all the slot 6 souls. And first we want to filter out all the souls with the main stat critical damage and critical rate. And the reason for that is because they just tend to be more rare and they are just so much harder to come by, I'm just gonna keep them all, regardless of how good or bad their substats are. Similar to the critical rate and critical damage main stat, same could be done for the speed main stat, except you could be a little bit more selective when it comes to speed. And in my case, I decided, just for example, I don't want to see any substat with defense or health point. So by doing that, we are able to filter out the really bad souls apart from the better ones. So this is the part of the game where it gets a little tricky. How do you determine which substats you want in your soul? I mean, of course the answer is going to depend on who you're putting your soul onto. Generally speaking, there are a group of substats that are generally more favorable. I will include a list of a combination of substats that I find to be favorable amongst most players. Of course, only use that as a reference, and please do use your judgment when deciding which souls to keep and which souls to release. And since you guys are watching this video, I assume you have some knowledge of what makes a soul good, so I'm just gonna flash the list and give you a refresher, and I'm not gonna talk about it, otherwise it's gonna take like another 10-20 minutes. I will include a video to that in the description. I mean, if you're curious, go ahead and go there, but of course this list is not inclusive, it's more of a general summary, and there are always exceptions to whatever the list shows. So here's another example of how I go about sorting the souls. Here I've selected 3 filters, and that is, I need the soul to have speed, critical rate, and critical damage, and I don't care what the main stat is. The reason why I've selected this is because all these substats are very desirable, especially when you combine them onto just one soul. So unless you're like a really hardcore veteran who is really picky about their souls, I would say it's a pretty safe bet. So thank you so much for watching, and congratulations making it up to this point. And then my apologies if this video seems very confusing. I had to cut a lot of stuff, a lot of profanity and frustration, because the actual video was 1 hour long. So it's just really hard to explain this whole soul thing. I should have started with something easier. But I know some of you came here for the releasing of the grade 6 souls, just to get an idea of what you could get, when you finally start doing Orochimon. So something to look forward to, so please enjoy, and thank you for watching. We're gonna get to release all these goodies. Yeah, I'm not gonna fast forward it. I think some of you might want to see what releasing grade 6 souls give you. So you get to hear me talk as I'm releasing them. So what you can potentially get is some jade. This is good. This is really good for if you want to exchange it with the mystic merchant. And save these guys, okay? Save them until you are missing just this one piece of puzzle, and then you're almost there. And try not to use these guys for the slot 6, and hope for a critical rate, critical damage. The chances are too small. And again, if you feel like I've made a mistake, feel free to comment, and I'm sure there are no wrong answers. I mean, I could have kept them, but again, I'm just being lazy here a little bit, and I'd rather get rid of these quickly than to have to go through them one by one. So also there's a chance for you to get skill dharma shards and SSR shards, so pretty cool. Let's see. Songstress. Oh, you songstress. Wonder if I'm gonna get like a super, yeah, super blessing. There you go. Awesome. So now you get a mystery amulet as well. Don't worry, this won't take long. I mean, I'm clearing them 100 at a time, and I only have 4,500 left. And most of the souls. Sorry, I clicked that one too quickly. Most of the souls are already equipped, so I'm using most of these guys. I mean, I love seeing skill development shards because every time I get these guys, it's like getting 30 to 40 jade for free, because that's how much it would cost to buy them from the other places. And yes, there is a way to get them, but those are random. So sometimes you get them at the cat merchant that shows up twice a week. But yeah, I wouldn't count on that for your source of skill runes. So it seems like we've gotten 3 SSR shards so far. None of them were like exceptionally exciting or great. It was Ibaraki, Roman, and Hana so far. And our second mystery amulet. And you know, you can't tell, but I'm crying inside because I'm seeing all these Great 6 souls getting destroyed or released. But you know, it has to be done to make ways for the new Great 6 souls that are mostly going to be bad. And then I'm going to throw them away too. So my apologies for this boring part of the video. But as you can tell, we're getting a lot of coins. A lot of coins, a little bit jade. Hey, another oldie. These are like the oldest SSR shards there are. It's like they haven't upgraded the pool of what shards you're allowed to get or something. Because I'm getting Ibaraki, Realman, Hana, Shoten. I'm pretty sure I'm just drawing from like an old pool of shards. And that is it for today's video. Good luck farming, guys. I'll see you in the next one.